watchers, we're doing a jewelry set. We'll be doing a bracelet, a pair of earrings, and a pendant that is going to go on our silver plated chain. Okay, before we get into the tools and materials for today's project, I'd like to say a massive thank you for subscribing to this channel and then for watching us. It's a privilege to have you watch us, and this keeps us going, knowing that we have audience that are willing to watch our videos and support the mission for this organization. If you're watching us for the first time, I'll advise that you click on the subscription button and on the notification bell to be notified anytime a new video is uploaded. That is if you've not already subscribed. So let's dive right into it. I've gone ahead to prepare a few of my beads that we're going to be stringing together to form the bracelet, and then the pair for the earrings. I've done one pendant, and I'm going to go over with you how to obtain the bead in this short video before we string them together and then put them together as our accessory. Okay, so you're going to need size 15 seed beads. Now don't be bothered about the mixture of seed beads I have in front of me. I'm going to be using the clear ones. You're seeing this because these are residual beads I've used in previous videos, so I've just had to put them all together in a mix. But I'm going to be selecting the plain ones, and that's what I'm going to be using to bead. And then for your crystal or rondelle beads, you would need 6mm rondelle bead. That is going to be my main color, which is in the emerald green. And you also need a little one, which is a 3mm rondelle bead. That will be seated on top of our arrangement. I hope you can see it. Okay, so this is exactly what we're going to be producing today, right? So as usual, I'm using my fisherman's cord or my fishing line, whatever you choose to call it, and I'm using the 0.25 size. I also have my beading needle here, and I've done my stringing already. So my working thread is 25 inches long. All right, I'm going to be picking for starters, pick on one crystal bead, and then one seed bead, one crystal, one seed bead, one crystal, so this is what you should have. All right, so you're going to send it further down your beading thread towards the end. Okay, you're going to make a knot now, so you make a couple of knots. Okay, so the next step is to pick on 3 seed beads. As you can see, I'm going to go through this little seed bead here. Okay, so you should have it looking like this. You're going to carry on to go through all the seed beads. So we go next through the crystal bead and then the seed bead. Okay, draw your thread, pick on 3 seed beads again. Okay, I go back again through the last seed bead I've come out from, which is this one. Carry on through the crystal and this next seed bead. Pick again. So I'm going to carry on till I finish with the seed beads, and then we come. Unfortunately, I've just realized as I was beading the emerald ones that my video had stopped recording, quite strangely. Yes, I'm going to have to go through the process again for you to see, this time using these blue beads. There, you should have it looking like this. The next thing is to go on through the next crystal bead, just that crystal bead, going forward. Okay, go through that crystal bead, pick on 6 seed beads. You can see I'm going to come back again through that same crystal bead, draw my thread, push the seed bead towards the center like that. Going forward, we're going to go through this seed bead here, down here at the bottom, okay, this seed bead, then into the crystal bead, just that crystal bead, and then we pull our thread. You should have it like this, okay. Now you pick on next 4, not 6 this time round, is going to be 4. All right, pick on your next 4 seed beads, then you're going to go through 2 seed beads on the side here. I hope you can see it. All right, then you draw your thread so you have it connected and seated at the top. Okay, now we're going to go through the crystal seed bead, just the crystal seed bead, as we carry on. All right, pull your thread and make sure that it's forming the curves we need at the top there. So we've gone through just the crystal seed bead. Now you're going to go through this seed bead at the bottom here, and then through the next crystal going forward, as you can see. Okay, now I pick on 4 seed beads again, just 4 seed beads. You come through the 2 on this side, just the 2. All right, go back through just the crystal as you carry on, and then through the next seed bead going forward at the bottom here, draw your thread, pull it, then we go through the last crystal to finish off. So we go through the last crystal. Okay, this last step is quite different, so watch the difference over here. Go through the last crystal, you come up through 2 seed beads on the side. Now you string on this time around just 2 seed beads, not 4, just 2. Okay, then you go down through the 2 seed bead on the side here to finish it off. Now let's see what we have. So you should have it looking like that. Okay, now I'm going to go through the same crystal I'd come out of, go back through it, climb up, because we want to firm up the square shape on the top here. So I'm going to bring my thread back up here through the side. Okay, now you see that there are some arrangement of beads at the top here. So the first 2 seed beads, I'm going to go through it. Okay, go through the next 2, which is this one here. Connect and pull, go through the next 2, connect and pull, go through the last 2, you connect and pull. Okay, just trying to firm up the squarish shape at the top. So I've just come out of this bead. I'm just going to try to locate my opposite bead, which is about this one here. So I'll go through my 3mm rondelle crystal bead, go through it, then find the opposite bead I just located, go through that as well. We're trying to set a crystal bead in the center here. All right, then come back again through your crystal bead and back through the first seed bead you had gone through to start centering your 3mm crystal bead. So if you think you've not done it firm enough, you can of course go back through that direction again, but I think mine is fine enough. I'm going to send my thread down to the bottom whilst we end weave. So I'll make a few knots here, go through my crystal, make a few knots here, and then we try and end it there. Okay, first off, I've connected my earring pin to it, so we have our earring set already. I'll get some bolts later for it. Now let's go on to fixing our pendant. Now we have 3 of these. I'm going to connect them together and then we take it from there. All right, so I'm going to show you how I connected this to that with this piece going on in the middle here. All right, my thread is just coming out of this seed bead here, which connected these two. So what I'm going to do next is send my beading thread, which is just come out of this bead, all the way through the 4 arrangements here, work my way up to the top here. Okay, able to work the thread up all this way up here. You can see that I'm now up here. So what to do next is to pick up 3 seed beads, then get your crystal onto it. You should have it looking like that. Then pick on another 3 seed bead. All right, and then come through this seed bead here. Okay, just that one. So you should have it looking like this. Okay, now I'm going to go back into these 3 on the side. Okay, and then back into the crystal bead. Okay, you should have it like this. When you've come through your crystal bead, you're going to pick on the next 6 seed bead to cup the top of that crystal bead. The next 6, I'm going to put it back into the crystal bead like that to cup the top bit of our crystal bead. Okay, now I'm going to go through all the 6 at the top. And once I've gone through all the 6 and I've pulled it, I'm going to pick on 1 seed bead just to close up this gap you see in here. Okay, so I pick up 1 seed bead and then I go through all these seed beads here. Now you see there's another gap here which needs to be closed, so we get another seed bead, just 1, to go and close it up. Okay, so we make sure that it's all closed up properly. Let's get it to the center of the bead, and that is about here. So at this point we've connected our second one, and then we are left with a third one to connect over here. Okay, so at this point we're going to connect the other end to the bead here. Okay, so it comes like that, as you can see, and then we go back again through this bead where the thread had come out of to just connect the third bit to it. You're going to do that a couple of times in just these 2 connections here, just these 2, to firm up the link. All right, when we are sure of the link we've done, then we can send our thread through a few beads to the top. All right, so now that our thread is at the top here, I'm just going to pick on 5 beads. Okay, and then go back through this little one here just to make a loop that will help us connect a jam ring and then our chain to it in the end. Now this has been done. You can see the round loop over there. So I'm going to send the thread down a few beads, tie it off there, and then we end it there for this one. Okay. All right, so now we have our pendant done and then our earring set as well. I'm going to go ahead and then connect the bits for the bracelet just like I did for the pendant. Then I'll bring it back to you to finish off with a closure and then with the chain from here. So we're done with the project. That's the bracelet and the pendant on a chain, a silver plated chain, connected with closures, and then the earring to match with it. Okay, the beauty of this accessory is the squarish beads we beaded. I'm going to put it on for you to have a look, and that is what it looks like. This is a very beautiful accessory for a very special occasion. It could be any special occasion to glam up your look. All right, together with your pendant and your necklace. We've come to the end of today's project. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give our video a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you've not done that already. Until we meet again in our next video, have a brilliant day.